Welcome to the engine room. Today we're doing transmission service on my 2016 Ram 2500 PowerWagon, 6.4 liter Hemi. I have the sump filter, part number. I'll put all of this in the description as well. So this is the sump filter and seal. This is the spin-on filter. I got 8 quarts of ATF plus 4, original Mopar because I'm going to be mixing, and a LubeLocker gasket. And this is the part number for that. Probably going to do an oil change too, because a regular engine oil change, because I'm going on 5,200 miles with this oil. So when I'm done with the transmission, I'll do the oil. I'm going to drop the tranny oil pan first. It's about 80 degrees-ish. I let it run, let it idle for a little bit and warm up. I'm going to dump oil, pull the spin-on filter, swap it, pull the sump filter, check the seal, probably change the seal because I have it, the O-ring for the pickup. Clean off all the RTV because there's RTV on it. I looked at it already. Put the LubeLocker gasket on, put it all back, fill it up, idle it, top it off. And probably run it around the block a couple times, make sure it's shifting right, but it should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to pull the pan now. Transmission oil pan, got bolts all the way around. It's tilted back just because of the way that it's mounted in the truck. So I'm going to put the oil pan or the catch basin towards the rear. I'm going to take off the rear bolts first, work my way forward, and then tilt the pan, hopefully catch as much as I can in this basin, and then take the remaining bolts off, remove the pan, center it, let it drip. These are all 8mm. Extension on here so I can get around the exhaust pipe. So I have a screw on the side, this one on the front, this one on this side because I figured it'll kind of keep it from dropping completely. There's a lot of RTV on this, so I'm going to get in there with a screwdriver, break the back end free. Probably break this one loose quick. Just keep it on there just to hold the pan up. Okay. Alright, so these are all loose. I'm going to get a flathead screwdriver in here, break that free. Okay, last one out. Pan out. So right here, got the sump filter pickup. One bolt, there's one Torx screw that holds it on. There's a seal up in the top. Screw on filter right there. And then right next to it is the dipstick that comes down from above. So we're going to replace that filter, replace this pickup, clean this surface, LubeLocker gasket, put the pan back on, and then we can fill her back up. T20 Torx fits perfect. small screw. And then the sump filter pulls out of the pickup. There. Oh, there she goes. Let's pick up. Dump that sump filter out. Lay that there for now, temporarily. There we go. It's on there pretty good. I did leave the little screw behind. This comes with it new, plastic. Oil filter. We got the seal right there. It's for the sump. So I have a new one, comes with the kit. I'm gonna pull that one out, push in the new one, and then everything can go back together. There we go. Just got under it like that. I wish I had a seal puller, but this'll do. Oh, went rolling all the way over there, but it's out. So that surface right there, I'm gonna press in the new. Original sump filter, spin-on filter, and pan. This is the seal, so it goes lip down. This is the face, and this guy presses up inside, and that's what seals the pickup as it draws oil off of the pan. There's this plug on the top, which I read on a couple forums. It's a good thing to check, so just check that it's there, because sometimes they'll put these in the box from the factory without it. I mean, that's a pretty big mistake, but this is the new one, it has it. This is the new seal. So I'm not going to put this on here because I don't want to beat it up, but this is the new seal. This is going to get just pressed up into that top piece, into that intake, and then this goes up, and it can't ever come out because it's got a shoulder. So once the sump filter's up in there, screws on, everything stays together. I'm going to press this in right now, then I'll put on the spin-on filter, and then put this sump filter in, and we can put the cover back on. This is the seal. This is an 18mm deep socket. It's pretty much the same diameter. So I'm actually going to just use this as a driver, the flat edge of this, just to tap, 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 and knock it in nice and evenly, gently. This is my Wheeler fat wrench. It's a inch-pound Torx screwdriver. I got my T20 in there for my sump filter screw, and we're already set to 40. So once I get under there, I can just click, click, and that one screw will be back in. Okay, new seal goes up in there. Another 18mm socket and hammer. Okay, we are flush all the way around, so that's done. New spin on, already oiled up the seal. It's clean up top. Threads are plastic, so be a little gentle about it. I say let it kiss, and then do 3/4 of a turn. That's it. So that's on. I'm gonna take a little bit of lube and lubricate that O-ring where the sump filter is gonna go. New sump filter. That little plug is there, goes up into the hole, presses into the new seal, just like that. So that's all the way in. Line it up with this hole for the screw. Make sure that that's all the way in. Like the screw with the little it's got a little washer on it. Torque wrench. I'm gonna get it started first so I don't drop it. Torque wrench. Okay, this is a T20, 40 inch-pounds. When it skips like that, torqued. Sump filter, 40 inch-pounds, T20. Spin-on filter, new seal up top. And that's it. Next, I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna make sure that this surface is clear of any RTV. There's still some remnants from the original gasket. So I'm gonna hit that with a little Scotch-Brite just to make sure that there's nothing there and everything is clean. And then I'm gonna prep the pan, and the pan can go back up with the new gasket. Entire surface is clean. Now I'm going to clean up the pan, and then this can all get reinstalled. It's the magnet in the bottom of the pan. Really not bad. Very little. No big chunks of metal. That's always good. It's 76,000 miles on this truck, so. This is the problem with RTV. I don't know if this is factory or somebody put this together, but the amount of rubber that's on the inside of this pan that could very easily clump up and clog that intake on that filter. It's just a mess. And then every time you drop the pan, you gotta peel all this off. There's no reason for it. It's nonsense. Okay, that may have been the most time-consuming portion, just getting this thing clean, but don't want any grime in there. Magnet. Final clean on that. Drop it back in. I don't want to leave it out by accident, so I'm going to put it in now. That lives in there. That's our pan, nice and clean. Clean and dry. Our LubeLocker gasket. like that. This is going to go back in. The label on the LubeLocker actually shows you the torque pattern. So on this is the front of the vehicle. We'll go this way. Front of the vehicle, back of the vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it works its way from the inside out. That's your torque pattern. You're gonna put a little blue Loctite on all these just to help lubricate them. Just a drop on each one just to get them in, help lubricate them, and lock them. All snugged. Torque wrench is set for 9 foot-pounds. It's 8.75 technically, but the LubeLocker gasket actually has a torque pattern. I'm gonna follow it because it's easy enough. I got number 1. This is my drain pan. That's the 10 quart mark. The 5 quart mark is about there. So I'd say we're about 7 quarts total that came out of it. Transmission dipstick. Comes all the way out. I'm gonna actually leave it in to create a little bit of a gap for air. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I have this funnel with a little tube on the end. I tape the tube because with my luck the tube will pop off and go down the fill tube, and it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna put that in like that. Sits kind of right there. Just to hold it like that, just to hold it vertically, because it's gonna take a little while to get this in. Okay. Tube goes down into the tube. Go just like that. I took out probably about 7 quarts. So I'm gonna put in 6 and then I'll let it settle. We'll check it. And I'm leaving this in just to create a little air gap for the air to escape. It's Mopar ATF +4. Used Amsoil for the differentials in another video and the transfer case. Sticking with Mopar, the original stuff, because I'm mixing. So you only get about 7 quarts of the full 14 plus. I think it's about 20 quarts that are totally in the transmission. So I'm gonna put in the same that's existing, the original. That's 6 quarts. I'm gonna give this some time to sit and settle. I can pop this out, move it, check, and then I'll run it, let it circulate, get a new check on it, add as needed, probably run it around the block, get it up to temperature, and just adjust level as needed. But it'll probably take 1 more quart, but we'll see where we end up. I want to let it settle, let it all get down the tube, let the air work its way out, take it from there. This has probably been sitting for about a half hour. I put in 6 quarts. Looked like I took out 7 according to the drain pan. I'm gonna do a quick check, see where we're at. So I haven't started it yet. It's at the top of the hot line, but there's a tube in there and there's probably air trapped, and it still has to suck up oil, fill the sump filter, fill the main filter. So I'm going to start this thing up. There's plenty of oil in there. It's probably it's probably about a quart low if I had to guess. I'm going to start it, run it, let it idle for a little while, run it through gears. Probably take it for a ride, get it hot, check it again. Trans temp 68. Give it a little high idle just to circulate some things, get that pump moving. Alright, I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit. Trans temp's already kind of blipping, starting to make its way up, which means that it's moving fluid. Transmission's at about 75 degrees. Been running for probably about a minute, minute and a half. You pull dipstick, check it, see where we're at. At a quarter-inch above the cold mark. Cold is 70 degrees. Hot oil is 180. Idle and neutral. Do not overfill. Use Mopar ATF. So it's in park right now. I'm gonna put it in neutral, shuffle it through some gears, and then check again. And I'll probably take it for a ride. This has the bigger tranny cooler, tighter fan clutch. I think it's got dual fans. It's got electric and a shaft driven. So I've never had this tranny get over 175, 173 degrees. So I have to drive it for a little while to get it up to temp, but it'd be worth it to check it properly. Just shuffled through park, drive, neutral, reverse a couple times. Gave it some time in each gear, and now I'm in neutral with the e-brake on. The tranny's about at 85 degrees. Showing a little low. Yeah, it's only coming up to the lower hole. I'm gonna put the 7th quart in, let it settle, run it, drive it, and then take it from there. Seventh quart. Just spent a little time driving around. Trans is up to 170. Says hot is 180, but I've never had it over 170, 173, maybe 176, but I've never seen it hit 180. I'm gonna check it now. Transmission's at 170 degrees, and we're in neutral. Just below the hot mark. But remember, we're at 170 degrees. I'm gonna put the other half in. And then I think we'll be perfect, because we're still a little cold. We're about 10-degree difference from the checkpoint. And then I'll get another quart and I'll check it periodically and see where we're at. But I think we're good. I think it would be fine the way it is now, but I have the other half quart. Love to get it perfect. So about not even a 16th below that lower hot mark at 170 degrees. So I think with the half a quart, bring it up just a little bit, plus a little extra temperature, I think it'll be right where it needs to be. Okay, I got a half left in this container. We have exactly 7.5 quarts that were put back in of new Mopar ATF Plus 4. Just below that upper tick mark. They're right in the hot range. I'm gonna leave it there, drive it, put some mileage on it, but definitely more than safe. It's just a matter of getting it right where it needs to be. But I'm gonna leave it right there. 7.5 quarts,
Sump filter, screw-on filter. I probably let it drip for 2.5 hours total, maybe a little bit more. They say the longer it drips, the more it comes out, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I think this is done. So, transmission fully serviced, we're dialed in.
I'm overdue for an oil change too, so while the truck's in here, I'm going to do a quick oil change. I've been running Amsoil Signature Series 0W40 since I've owned the truck, so since 2019. I've been using these Wix filters, so it's a 570-060. This is a 21 micron filter. Wix came out with a 570-060 XP, which is actually a 20 micron filter, so 1 extra micron, and then it's got some different setup. I think it's a wire mesh backed filter media, so it's supposed to be able to hold more and maintain that same micron rating. I gotta look into it, but I'll probably do that next time. But I've been running these. These are great filters. As I said, 21 micron rating, and they also have the bypass valve. Most new filters have it, but it's got a little bypass spring-loaded valve on the bottom in case, God forbid, gasket goes bad or something gets sucked into the oil. Rather than the filter getting clogged and starving the engine of lubricating oil, it just opens that bypass and keeps it lubricated. This is a 13 millimeter. I'll let that drip for a while. Oil filter on this engine is all the way down on the passenger side. So let's see if I can get a light in here. So what I normally do is I snake my arm down past the fan. There's the oil filter right there. I snake my arm down in here with a pair of channel locks, break it free, and then I can reach up from below, spin it off. There's a little tray for the oil. But because it's a PowerWagon, I have the winch in the way, so you can't get directly in. I have a front hitch, so there's like one little spot where you can snake an arm up over the top of the sway bar disconnect, and there's just enough room to get an elbow up there, back it out. Oil drain plug going back in. Book says 20 foot-pounds. I want to try not to over tighten these because the rubber seal will go bad. I'm at 76,000 miles. I should probably just replace it at this point. So next oil change, I'll probably order one, just in the interest of keeping that seal fresh. And drained oil, changed filter, 7 quarts of 0W40. Still got to weep its way down. It's middle of the safe zone. Once it fills the filter and drips all the way down into the pan, it's perfect. I put 7 quarts in it every time, and it's always perfect.